No, you know it's bad. You know it's really, really bad when even the shill media can't pretend to lie about it anymore. You really know that it's reached to that point now. Now, okay, you all know normally I don't do these videos until I've actually gone and seen a movie and then I do a review for it, and that's what normally happens. Now, God's willing, I will be going to see the Marvels this week and I will then do my review video for it. But the information that's coming out as it has arrived in cinema is it's too amazing not to give an update on. And I need to go into this because it's pretty much showing that the MCU magic is done. People have come to realize that they're producing absolute tatter and they don't want any part of it. Let me go through some of what we have gotten since the Marvels premiere on Tuesday night up to now. What the information we have up to now, that's what I'm going with. Let's get into this. And this one is from the Hollywood Reporter. I have to start with. They start off, not even sugarcoating it anymore. Box office bomb. The Marvels opening to 47 to 52 million in new low for Marvel Studios. The movie's performance fuels the theory that superhero fatigue is a real thing if a pick doesn't deliver on every front, or it could just be that it's garbage. I saw some sites trying to play it up and saying the Marvel's praised for its short runtime. You know why it has such a short runtime? Because they had to cut out so many things out of this movie because of how bad it was. They said to cut out things. That was the information that we were getting. It is cutting out stuff out of it before producing this to say, well, okay, yeah, this is what we're putting out. Take a look at it. But this is it. The Hollywood Reporter starts off here. And this is one of the sites that, normally try to shill as hard as possible for certain things to say that, even though it's bad, it's still kind of good or something like that. No, even they have to come out and first thing they say, box office bomb. I mean, it's not good. It's really and truly not good. Now, bounding into comics have a bit more on the opening night and what's happened and so forth in regards to that. But before I get into that, let me just take a look here at Marvel's Rotten Tomatoes score. It's got an 85% audience score. Yeah, clearly that hasn't been forged in any way whatsoever, because we could always trust Rotten Tomatoes to do some crap. But when you click on it, right, all critics have it at 62%. Top critics have it at 43% rotten, right? You go back to all critics, it's still 62% rotten, but the top critics have it at 43%. Let's take a look at the that's the audience score. Yeah, let's take a look at the reviews. All critics 43%. No, top all critics is 62%, and the top critics 43%. They're trying hard to see if they could find a way to, make this movie out to be something that it isn't, but it's not going the way that they're hoping it's going to go. It's not going off the way that they're planning for it to go. Right? So let's take a look at this article here from Bounding Into Comics. The Marvels crashes to earth with a Thursday night box office of just 6.5 million. Performs even worse than Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and The Flash. Now, this is just the domestic information. 6.5 million. That is not good, because this movie opened in IMAX. It basically is alone in cinema right now. They moved Dune 2 back to 2024. So the Marvels have the entire cinemascape to itself right now. And when you're seeing 6.5 million, that means barely anybody showed up to watch it. And word of mouth is going to spread, because it's already spreading online about how bad this movie is. So that should tell you. Let's get into it. In an outcome that all but the franchise's most staunch defenders slash slop consumers could have predicted. The Marvels is shaping up to be but the latest in the studio's ongoing streak of financial misses, as the space-based sequel has been managed to pull in even less at the box office on its Thursday preview night than either Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania or their rival DC's absolutely disastrous The Flash. And keep in mind, DC dumped The Flash on streaming like about 2 or 3 weeks after it came out. That's to tell you how bad it is. And the Marvels opened lower than that. The Marvels opened lower than The Flash. Yeah? That's to tell you how bad it is. Per reports from both Deadline and Variety, the Brie Larson, Teyonah Parris, and Iman Vellani-led team-up film managed to snag just $6.5 million in ticket sales. Disney reports the numbers at a slightly higher total of $6.6 million. Gee, I wonder why. In its preview night premiere. Now, this is something really monumental, because there was a time you couldn't sell MCU tickets fast enough. Preview nights had people camping out, literally camping out to get into cinemas. They had to turn some people away. People were going back to watch it. But on the Marvel's premiere night, it didn't even make 10 million. It made 6.5 million. And you have to understand again, I say you have to stretch it across the entire North American domestic market, because it's not just like 1 or 2 cinemas. Plus, as I said before, it's in IMAX. So people put out more money to go and watch something in IMAX. You understand me? And with these numbers, it say that spread across the board, there was barely anybody interested in this movie whatsoever at all. As such, the Marvel will officially enter the history books with the 3rd lowest preview night performance of the entire MCU. Its first place finish only being undercut by the first Ant-Man, $6.4 million, whose success at the time was hampered by the hero's relative obscurity in the public consciousness, and The Incredible Hulk, $2 million, which premiered at the time when preview showings began at midnight on Friday nights rather than the current standard of 3 p.m. on Thursday afternoons. Okay, so we have Ant-Man, who made 6.4. Again, not too many people knew about Ant-Man. The MCU was still in its early stages, starting off. And the first Ant-Man movie wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. I think that most people, didn't go the original opening night, but then they kind of picked up a little bit of traction after that. And then you have Incredible Hulk, as they say here, midnight on Friday and stuff. And the other Incredible Hulk wasn't a terrible movie. It had its problems here and there, but overall it wasn't complete, wasn't bad. So they could have built on that. But the Marvels, they were praising this thing was supposed to be the greatest thing since the Avengers, and oh god, no. Additionally, the film will also take home the title of Marvel's worst performing preview night of 2023, being left in the dust by the 17.5 million Thursday night box offices enjoyed by both Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So even they came in at 17.5 because the interest is dropping. People are coming to realize that you don't care that Marvel and DC and Disney and all of them putting out these movies. Hell, even DC, because you see what happened with The Flash. These people don't care about making good product anymore. You understand me? In regards to the MCU, they got such fat heads that they forget that they can put out anything. Doesn't matter how bad it is. They slap the MCU logo on it and everybody will go and watch it. You look at their Disney Plus shows, which are underperforming massively because people are not interested in this crap anymore. It's no longer entertainment to go and watch these shows. It's like clicking homework, where you have to literally go out there and invest time and energy in these terrible shows in order to be caught up with what's going to happen in the next movie down the road, and the movie isn't even good. So why would you do that? But this is what they keep doing. Yet perhaps most damning of Marvel's latest outing is the fact that its preview night box office failed to surpass even that of the aforementioned The Flash. And remember, they were telling people, and The Flash is the greatest superhero movie ever. Well, why did they lie? Like I say, they don't care. A more fair comparison point as both films were released amidst falling interest in superhero films. Again, I don't think it's falling interest in superhero films, I think that people are fed up at god awful crap, that's all. And was subject to massive scrutiny ahead of their premieres. The Flash, even with star Ezra Miller's numerous crimes being well within the realm of public knowledge at the time, managed to nearly double the Marvel's preview night box office, ending the night with a total of 9.7 million. So the Flash squeaked up to the Flash was like about 3 million short of 10 million. And we saw how badly that plummeted. The Marvels have 6.5, which, at the rate it may going, it's not even going to look that good at all going forward. Furthermore, to the charging of the Disney and Marvel marketing machines, its opening night disinterest cannot even remotely begin to be blamed on sexism. Yes, because I actually saw some people putting out tweets saying that, the Marvels, the opening night numbers and people talking about, people giving bad reviews of the movie, who is sexism, and they don't like the movie is women, is starring women, and men need to go and see the movie. But I mean, like, your core audience is men. That's nothing to be. That's not even make up. Your core audience is men. That's who enjoys these movies, and that's who Marvel Comics, DC Comics, superheroes are primarily aimed towards. And there are women who go and watch these movies because they like it. That's what's going on. But when you try to blame everything on sexism rather than you stop and say, listen, we made garbage and we need to take some responsibility for that. But no, let's just blame sexism, because that's easier than actually admitting that we don't know what the hell we're doing. According to the polls conducted by audience measurement company Comscore following various screenings and obtained by Deadline, the Marvel's initial viewership was made up of 63% men, 45% of which were over the age of 25, and 24% women over 25. Yeah, but then you forget to yourself, let's just leave it and go on. This is the scene where Nick Fury shouts out to Monica Rambeau, black girl magic. Yeah, that was going to save it. I have a few more to go on here, but I think by now it's pretty clear in regards to what's going on with the Marvels. It's not looking good at all. This movie is already setting up to be a train wreck. Again, as I say, I will go and watch the movie myself, God willing, and I will give my own review. I still try to keep an open mind. It might actually be good. Yeah, it might actually be good. But in closing, let me just take a look at the Marvel's numbers. That's the numbers so far, and the domestic box office right now is $21 million. The $21.5 million. That is just for the domestic box office. That is not good at all. International when even whatever, because they still have things to do. They even bring in the information. Yeah, this is just the information up to Sunday. This could very well change. But even if by Monday or Tuesday, this 21.5 million here, right, for just the domestic box office, and then we get in some of the numbers for the international box office, and this movie rises to, let's say, about 40 million by Monday or Tuesday. That is still not good, because they sunk like something like about close to 300 million into this movie, and that's all that we know about. And these are the returns that you're getting on it. So at the end of its theatrical run, if it's going like this, the Marvels will be lucky if it makes it to 150 million. But this is what they're setting up. They did this to themselves, and there's nobody else to blame in regards to what's going on with the Marvels other than the MCU. They thought they were untouchable, but at this point, Looks like that MCU magic is done. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, so hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to notify every time I upload a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.